What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back on our SAO Rising Steel video. So, today we're going to be hopping into the new story event to do the level 120 stage, and as usual, we are going to use the cheesing method, because it's always the easiest way to do it, and, you know, everyone gets so many, you know, even just, like, looking at this, everyone should have so many refills, so it shouldn't really even, unless you're just trying to challenge yourself, which is totally fine if you'd like to do that, but for the most part, I have more stamina than I'm ever going to use, so I don't mind backing out and, you know, using a ton of stamina anyway. Because I'm never going to run out of all of these. Also, because I did actually just try to record it while doing it, and I just kind of gave up because she gets her incarnate up way too fast, so I spent my entire run worrying about breaking her incarnate gauge, and, you know, it took me like 50 turns to actually beat her. So that obviously didn't work. But yeah, so I guess a few quick things to note. There is the Yuki banner up, so in case you weren't aware, it's been up for about 2 days now. So if you didn't let, you know, if you just got unlucky on the Kirito and Roni banner, or if you just started playing and Kirito and Roni are the only fire units you have, maybe go for the Yuki. But if you're a pretty seasoned player and you do have Kirito and Roni, you're probably good without this Yuki. The Yuki just has the new kind of skill that Sinon brought, where it's kind of like you do a lot of damage, but then you also take damage. But I did mention in my breakdown that I would show off her incarnate on the next video, so let's just take a quick look at that. Which, I actually really like what they did here. They had me a bit concerned in the beginning, because right here, this is just all her other incarnates, where she just starts stabbing. But then this part was really cool, where they do the little 3D effect there. I don't think it's an amazing animation, but it's definitely a step up from all the previous Yukis we've gotten. Plus, you get that end thing right there, which is pretty cool. So, that's Yuki right there. Another thing to mention, this event is Chapter 18, Part 2, which means when this ends, Chapter 17 will probably get added to the story, which I still need to do 15 and 16 on hard, which is definitely a decent amount of diamond cubes for me still to get. And I think that's pretty much everything. I don't know if there's any other, just to quickly talk about in case there is anything else coming to the game soon. I don't think so. The free multis are done, so now you're back to just getting your free single summon, you know, every day. Ordinal Battle is live, which I've already farmed all the cubes from, as you can see at the top. I've got 835. And I think that's pretty much everything to talk about. I don't think we're going to see any new content until next week, whenever we get our next ranking event. So, yeah. Let's hop over to the event, and let's get started. What to talk about here? Let's look at the shop. So, you've got 5 tickets for Operator, which is pretty... I think this should make 15... How many do I have? Oh, I have 5, so this will make 10. So once I have all these, I will be able to summon her whenever her banner does actually go live to use the tickets. You've got 20 Operator Crystals, which is definitely going to be good to grab, which we have 400 right now, so I may as well grab it. Gives me 80. Legendary Materials. You've got Imaginariums of all 3 types, 2 of each. But I have grabbed some of them already. You've got your Crystal Shards, which I still wish they would increase the pool, because it's still the starting 8 characters that you can pull, which I don't need Imaginariums for any of them anymore, so it would be nice if they, you know, even if they just added, like, Sortiliana, Eldri, like Fanatio, Dakira, Renly, you know, some of those earlier on characters, like, I'd still be fine with that. And then they had some Fire Moons. They had 100 Fire Moons, so that was another limit break for my Kirito, so he's at 115 now. And then they had some Scout tickets. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to hop over here. You fight d.i.l here. So we're going to do the usual cheesing method that I always do, because it's, you know, easier. It's only 25 AP per run also. That's why I don't really care about using stamina. But this is going to be my team. This is what we're rocking. The back team doesn't really matter for this specific event, because we're really just going to be smacking d.i.l as hard as we can before her incarnate goes off. But yeah, so I will showcase how my method works, and if yours is different, I'd definitely be curious to know what you did down below. And for those of you who can actually beat it under 40 turns without having to back out, I'd be curious to know what your method was as well, so definitely let me know. But okay, let's just hop in and let's see how this goes. On my first initial attempt, I did it in like 2 rotations. So I did, you know, 1 rotation where I did my 2 active links and an incarnate, and then I backed out, and then when I came back in, the incarnate I did there, I believe, was what killed her. So not too bad. Alright, so here's what we do, here's what I do first. So I active link, or I enhance mode with Kirito, and then I active link with Roni and Kirito. And by the way, if you do have, you know, my exact team or whatever, there is going to be an issue on the second run of this, which I'll explain when we actually get there, though. Yeah, so we're gonna active link with them. So we double assault. Get our special partner bonus here. Enhance mode with Ace. Yeah, you don't have, you're not inflicted. Oh, physical resistance or magic resistance beat debuff? Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Well, I guess it probably would have been better, actually, to do the other one, because we could have gotten recollection up higher, but it's not a big deal. Alright, so that works there. So now we're going to incarnate here, which knocks it back for a whole 3rd rotation that we're going to get. 166,000, not bad. Get our 4 hits in, build up that recollection. Then we're gonna do this again. So it's pretty much, for me anyway, it's active link, incarnate, then active link, and then you back out. This will obviously probably also depend on which Imaginariums you have equipped, because depending on your order of your units, that's going to matter too. As you can see, we've already gotten 3 of her bars down. So we're just going to do one more assault here with Adis, and then we're going to back out. So what, that's like 7 or 8 turns right there we did to get 3 bars down. Which is crazy, because when I was focusing on knocking down her break gauge, you know, I did maybe like 1 bar by that, where we just got at that point. So yeah, so now we just hop back in. And here's where you're going to have to worry about it, kind of, because if it takes you longer than this first rotation to do your incarnate, basically, your health is going to be low, so you're not going to get all 3 objectives if your health is low enough, because you can't be under 50% health. Which we're fine here, so, Still gonna do our normal method, you know. It's enhanced mode first. Then active link. And then, of course, if you haven't completed the objectives as well, you're going to need to get an incarnate off here. So if you somehow got her health to, like, super low to where you could kill her with this, on your first attempt, you're not going to get that incarnate bonus, or that incarnate mission complete. Actually, we don't even have to wait. We can just do an incarnate right here. So that's the other way around it. You can just do it right here. Boom. I didn't even see the number there. And there you go. How many turns? 18 turns. That's not bad. Because obviously you just need to do it under 4. I think there's some reward. No, I don't think. I think it's just under 40. And there you go. That's how you get your rewards right there. So yeah. That's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward with how you do it. So yeah, the only issue you really run into is you got to make sure on that second attempt, if you're doing as much damage as I did or even more, you need to make sure, A, that your health is high enough, which I think we can actually look at it right here. Because, yeah, you need at least 75% health, which is your total party. If you only had one unit that was, like, almost down to 0, I don't think that would kill you if everyone else was max. But you need to make sure your whole party overall has at least 75% health. You can't let anyone die. Oh, there isn't actually an incarnate one, so you can actually do that second rotation without using an incarnate if you can active link kill d.i.l in that time. So that's not a big deal. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Pretty simple this time. Most of the other ones, you know, I've had to do like 3 or 4 rounds, but this one I can pretty much just do in 2 rounds, which if I wasn't lazy, I would totally just play it that way if I wanted to save, you know, stamina items and stuff like that. But for the most part, I usually just get on level 80, and then I just let it auto-run for like an hour or whatever, and then I'm pretty much done with the event by then. But let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see y'all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.